Hello. Why did I do that? I just feel hyper, I suppose. I wanted to show you guys the easiest vegetarian, well, it's probably vegan. I'll check the chicken pieces. Chicken pot pie. Well, the pie crust probably isn't vegan. So we'll just say the easiest vegetarian chicken pot pie you've ever made. Hey guys. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do this. I really wish that I had a pan to make like the size of the pot pie that you get at like the store, but I don't. So I have a cupcake pan, and I have a pie pan, and I have some casserole dishes. So I'm trying to decide which way I want to do this. I feel like the cupcake pan is going to be the coolest, but it also is going to be like the most time consuming, which the rest of everything is so simple that I really don't think it's that big of a deal if I take the time to put them in the cupcake pans, each pan. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because how cool is that going to be to have like little pot pies? So I'm going to try to get that pan. I am not particularly short, no matter what anybody says about me, but I am too short to reach this, and I don't have like a step stool or anything. So I use these tongs. That went way better than it usually does. Usually something comes and flies and hits me in the head. So here is my cupcake pan. I can make 24 chicken pot pies. That's a lot of chicken pot pies. So let's get going. I am going to grease each compartment. The best way to do that, if you don't have the spray, which would be the best way to do that, I'm going to put oil on a paper towel and then just swish it through each cup spot pretty fast. Okay, and then you're going to want to kind of like, you're going to want your pie cutout to be bigger than this, because once you push it down, you want it to go up and over the edges. Up and around the edges, not over the edges. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350, actually 375. Actually, I think it's 425. Now that I'm looking at the amount of pie crust I have, because these are, I just have that store-bought, you know, 2 comes in a pack. You thaw them out, you unroll them. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for 24, which is fine. I can still use this pan. I guess I'm gonna use this because apparently I don't have a cookie cutter. One. Two. And I shall continue. Okay, 1,000 twists of my wrist later, and we have this. Somehow, I thought there wasn't going to be enough, you know? I got 19 little discs. So I guess that isn't enough, but I thought it was going to be like way less. 19's pretty close. Okay, so I'm just going to show it to you this way. Disc, pushing, push it down, push it up against the sides. And there you have a beautiful little cup. Now I'm gonna do that 18 more times. Sorry for anybody who's triggered by uneven numbers. And then once it's in there, you just stab it a little bit so it doesn't pop up. And I said a little bit, and that was pretty aggressively stabbing, but whatever. Stab it how you like. Okay, I'm zoning out because I'm sticking more in there. I'm gonna go stick these all in. Done. That's how I decided to divvy them out, okay? So now I'm going to put them in my 425-degree oven for 7 minutes. Okay, so in a pan, this makes it even more definitely vegetarian. I do have some butter melting down in the pan, and I just have these corn meat pieces because to me they're just similar to like little chicken pieces. And I dumped the whole bag in there, and then I also, and this also makes it really easy, chicken pot pies that I grew up eating always had carrots, potatoes, and peas, and I believe that was it. You know, and then the chicken and the gravy-ish sauce and stuff. So, easiest way to do this is to just buy a bag of potato O'Brien because it's got bell pepper, onion, and potato pieces. So I just buy this and I add it to it. If you want to, you can take the time to cut everything up, but I'm just showing you guys the easiest chicken pot pie. I could definitely show you guys a recipe where like everything's from scratch, but I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I'm very important. I'm just busy. Woohoo! Those look great. So anyways, this is a pretty big bag, so I'm not going to do all this. I'm only going to do like a quarter or half of this bag, and I'm just going to add it in with the chicken right now. Okay, and now I'm going to let that cook down, and I'll show you the next step after that. Okie dokie, now that those are cooked as good as I want them to be, which is like, just make sure it's not frozen anymore and like a little bit cooked through. I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of butter, just like that, because I don't want to have to cut it up, or I will. And I'm just gonna apologize again for this like horrible lighting. I don't have a living room light. My living room is like right there, and this is my kitchen, and it's like pretty much one room, and this is my kitchen light, and it's crap. It does not put out good light at all. So I'm letting that melt down, and then I'm going to add, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 tablespoons of flour. That looks like a lot for 4 tablespoons. I have to wait for this butter to be completely melted down. Now this is going to make a roux. And at this point, I'm also going to add in whatever seasonings that you would like. I'm not gonna add in what you would like. I'm gonna add in what I would like, and you can add in what you would like. I'm gonna do salt, parsley, garlic. That's probably it. Okay, what I added to that was, like, I made the roux, and then I added 2 cups of vegetable broth and 1 cup of water, and just kept stirring and stirring on like 6 or like medium high, and kept stirring it until it got sorry, I just saw something very distracting. If you could just imagine what it is, that would be funner. Anyways, once it got like bubbly and starting to get thicker, I turned the heat down and kept stirring it for a little while. And then now the heat's off and I'm gonna let that cool. And while that's cooling, I am going to cut out the 19 toppers for the pot pie. I'm getting a little impatient waiting for this to cool down, so I'm gonna put it in when it's not all the way cooled down. It cooled down a little bit. It's just, you usually want to wait a little bit longer than I am. But I'm impatient. And I'm busy. Spooning in some filling. You can just fill those puppies to the top of the crust. Don't fill it to the top of the pan if your crust isn't all the way up the pan, if that makes sense. I'll show you it before I put the toppers on. Now I'm gonna put the toppers on. Why do I seem so exhausted? Probably because I worked today, so I'm just like wanting to be over this. Toppers. I'll just pick this one, and then we'll push it in there. That way, hopefully, it will connect to the other one that's in there and close it off. You can't even see that because I'm too busy looking at the camera, looking at the food, not the camera. Okay, I'll show you one more, since you didn't really get to see that one. Okay, now I'm going to do that with all of these. Why? Okay, now I'm gonna bake those at 425 again, but this time I think I'm gonna do about 10 minutes because they're not like touching a like surface. So I think it will take a little bit longer for it to bake. So 10 minutes, 425. So I baked those for the 10 minutes and then I turned on the broiler, which you really have to stay there. You cannot leave. it will burn. None of mine burnt. That's because I stayed here. Leave your oven door open when you're broiling because it gets super hot and you don't want to cook the food more. You're just trying to get a color on it. So I broiled it so it was the golden brown color that I want. I wasn't timing it, which you shouldn't go by a timing with broiling. You should just literally be watching it closely with your oven open until you decide that it's at the brown that you like it. Just saying. Don't let your kids in the kitchen when you're broiling with the oven open, and don't leave it, okay? Don't leave with it open either. Dangerous. Be safe in your kitchen. I'm so excited. I think it's really good. It doesn't have like a lot of gravy in it, but I like that because I don't like it to be like running out of the pot pie. So I like this a lot. Hopefully you try this recipe. It's quick and easy. These would freeze probably pretty well, and then just like pop them in the oven to reheat them or microwave or something. So I feel like this was definitely worth the level of I have somebody mock taste testing in the background. So. It doesn't even have a high salt level, and you're like, I like the salt level.
It has a good salt level.
Anyways, that is the chicken pot pies. I did sprinkle parsley and garlic, and pepper over the tops of them when they came out of the oven. So, anyways, I'm gonna eat these. Yeah, I guess that's the end of this video, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.